to be this way, I guess. I don't know why. Sorry if it's annoying to watch, but it is what it is. Hello, I see two people are watching and waiting. Sorry I'm a few minutes late, but I'm here. I'm excited to talk about Kesha. And of course, whatever else we get sidetracked and start talking about. I wasn't sure exactly like what to pick because I was trying to think of like everything we've talked about, if there was any upcoming music releases I wanted to talk about. But I love Kesha and I realized we haven't really talked that much about her. Hi, how are you? You made it. I think scheduling these in advance is like a good idea just because, I don't know. Then you can put on a reminder, and if you're busy, you can remember stuff like that. I just like, hey, how's it going? For some reason, my phone decided we're doing a vertical video today, but that's, I don't know, that's fine. I'm here. Yeah, I'm glad you could make it. How is both of your weeks going, and anyone else that's watching? How's everything going? I'm just pulling up stuff on my computer. We've missed you too. It's always fun. And well, there's like, was it last week and the week before? There were 2 weeks I didn't stream, so you didn't miss too much. But buy yourself. Oh yeah, I saw on your Instagram it was on your story or something, right? Like you just got a new one. That's exciting. Is it like the newest model? I'm good. I've just been like working and catching up on work, but I like actually feel caught up. I don't know if you can tell like that I feel lighter, but I do, and I'm like caught up. That's really cool. You'll have to let me know how it is because like me, my MacBook's good, but it's like 4 or 5 years old at this point, so have to consider upgrading. You're releasing a new album? That's awesome. Like another one that's because you just released one, right? Like a couple weeks ago. Am I getting the dates right? Because I know you just released one. How's work? It's good. It's as good as it can possibly be, I guess. But I'm actually, like I said last week, I actually have time and like energy to actually film stuff. I haven't edited yet because I'm so busy, but I have like some stuff ready. I don't know ultimately anymore if I want to refilm my entire vinyl collection video because um it's gonna take a long time. But we'll see. I filmed stuff for the red video because like I really want to get that done before the re-release comes out. And it was like completely like rewritten, like or not rewritten, pre-written. Like I found the Word document like a week ago and I'd like written it completely. Releasing it November 11th because that's your birthday. Awesome. Happy early birthday. I'm sure there'll be a stream around that day, but that's a Wednesday. Is it? Yeah. We can celebrate it the Monday after or something. I'd rather have a vinyl update than a video at all. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it, you know, because like when I did my first vinyl collection video, it was alphabetical and I like divided it into four. And obviously, I have so much more vinyl now. But you had mentioned like colored vinyl and stuff. So I was like, maybe I can just like divide it into like groups. So, like, this is the Taylor Swift part of my collection, which is big. This is the movie related stuff. These are the cool colored, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I'm just like, I started to do it and then I was like, I have so much vinyl. I don't know what the best way to do it is, but I'm trying to think of that. You have at least 3 singles out. You lost count. That's awesome. We'll definitely have to, like, we can celebrate it. We can celebrate your album release, like the Monday before or something. You can do it alphabetically, but only show the colored ones. That's a good idea. Because, like, I think what kind of, like, intimidates me about filming everything is, like, when I make TikToks about my vinyl, like, obviously I take it out of the package, I show the whole thing, and, like, it's so time-consuming to do that, honestly. So it makes me not want to do it for the whole collection. But if I'm just, like, showing the outside and just showing, like, the coolest colored pressings or something, I think that could work. Might have to do that. I think I have time to film tomorrow, so maybe I'll like instead of trying to film all of it, maybe I'll just like plan one section and film that. But the red video is filmed, like all the parts of me sitting and talking. And the Teenage Dream video is coming together again. Like, I love that album so much. I don't know why it was so hard to write. I'm still, like, writing it, but, like, I don't know. The Prism video. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I like that album. There's, like, I don't know. I'm still figuring out stuff, but I want to do reviews that are, like, less of video essays, because as much as I love, like, my Electro Heart video, and I'm really proud of that, it is time consuming. So I want to do some, like, less, I don't know. Some that are reviews, like a midway point, like a light version of those. Fearless grew on me. You did, oh, that's good. You know how much I love Fearless. Do you, because I know the country, like, elements of it were part of the hold up or whatever. How do you feel about those now? Red has some. I'll just let you know that now. Like, it's definitely a lot more pop, and, like, Red is interesting, actually. And we'll talk about it after it comes out, of course, because I think you're waiting until it comes out. But Red has a lot of genres on there. But the country stuff gets, like, forgotten after Red. 1989 onward is pretty pop. I only dislike Mr. Perfectly Fine. You know, that's that is fair. I think it's very catchy, but I get it. And also, like, every time I listen to it, I know it's about Joe Jonas, and I kind of, like, giggle. It's definitely, like, a song from the Fearless era, you know what I mean? Like, it's a teenager song, but the bonus tracks I really liked is I like the one with Maren Morris a lot, like You All Over Me. And Thrifting Saturday, and I got Real McCoy's first album, Paula Abdul album. Nice. And I got the West Side Story soundtrack. That's awesome. I need to find a place to get used records, because, like, you can find some really cool ones, like the ones you found. And CDs, too. That's awesome. I love West Side Story. Yeah, I'm excited to see the bonus tracks that Taylor does for, like, future albums. Target would do the 3-for-2 vinyl promotion. I would love it if they did that again. I haven't been ordering much vinyl because I've been, like, trying to save money and stuff, but if they did that, I might, like, have to get some of the ones I've been thinking about. But I ordered the Kesha Urban Outfitters vinyl, and I had to cancel them because I didn't have any money. So I canceled them, but they still, like, gave me them. So I don't know what to do, but Warrior is still coming. Already afraid about I Knew You Were Trouble. Have you heard that song before? Oh, like, are you talking about this song in general, or, like, the new version? Because it's, like, it's fair either way, but I'm just curious. Because I haven't heard, like, a version of what Kesha record. Warrior is the one that they apparently sent. So I'll see if they actually send it, because it could just be an error. That has happened with Urban before. Yeah, the like, brand new one. The pink vinyl, I think it is. Or is it no, the one from Urban. I can't remember which one that was. They still have some of them in stock, so, like, if I get a coupon or something, I might order some, because I love Kesha so much. But I didn't have Warrior. That was the only one I didn't have on vinyl, so I, like, really, really wanted to get it, and I'm glad I did. Did I get a shipping number? I did, but, like, I don't know. Like, part of me is worried it's, like, a clerical error, because, like, I've gotten that before from Urban, like, multiple times when, like, I've gotten delay notifications for orders that I have never placed and stuff like that. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Cannibal was also the first time press on a vinyl. Oh, yeah. Okay, I have Animal and Rainbow. I guess that's not, like, there's more that I don't have than I do have, I guess, when I put it that way, but yeah. Cannibal, what was the Cannibal one looking like? Because I feel like I didn't care that much. Let me see. I don't know. Like maybe the website will do a like her website will do a restock around like the holidays or something. Get Warrior this week. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I'm looking at Cannibal right now. I'm like, it is very tempting. The Cannibal one is only like $30. And the animal one, I know it's like the expanded edition. It's 2 discs. I get it. It's $40, but still. Warrior this week. That's awesome. I'm gonna like definitely live vicariously through your posts when you post your Kesha vinyl. They still have all the Kesha vinyl available on Urban Outfitters, so maybe I'll have to like snag some if they're still available on my next payday. God, I might have to get Cannibal. I love that album. I'm looking at the Urban Outfitters one right now. It's just on vinyl for the first time. See, it's hard to know with Urban, in my opinion. Like from what I've noticed, it's very hard to tell what they mean by limited. Like sometimes it's like 2,000 records, and sometimes they say limited, but it's available for like 5 years. So I never know how quickly to jump on it. Imagine Dragons' new album is really good. I haven't checked it out yet. I don't know much about Imagine Dragons except for like a few of their songs, which I do like, but I'm not too familiar with them. They don't do numbers anymore. This one's tempting. I have some like freelancing money coming in, so maybe when that hits my account, I'll treat myself to this. Lately Limited was really limited because all vinyl was limited. That's a good point. Like it is hard to know. Christina's albums. Yeah, limited, because like obviously when Folklore came out, like it was really difficult to get a lot of those records, and then now Taylor's records are like really easy to get. The Shakira records. I do think it's cool that they're pressing so many like cool exclusive things. Adele's new album seems promising. Oh yeah, I am really excited for that too. Like we can do that as a stream in November, of course, but do you guys think that's why oh, yeah, on Folklore, I guess like limited. Like at first it was limited because it sold out like very quickly on the website on the first day, but then they kept restocking obviously, but at the time we thought it was limited. Do you guys think that Taylor moved her album to accommodate Adele's album? Because I heard people say that, but like I don't know, maybe. But I just feel like she wouldn't do that. I don't know, it just seems weird. That's why it was moved for sure. Like okay, because I thought it seemed like she wouldn't do that, but I guess it makes sense because okay, I mean I trust your like judgment and stuff like that and your knowledge of stuff like that, but I like hadn't heard. I just heard people on TikTok talking about it and I was like, I don't know. I just didn't know why people knew that. Like how people knew that. I haven't been online much in the last week, so I've missed like stuff. November 19th. I mean, yeah, it works out for everybody, I guess, because then Adele gets her release date and Taylor gets her release date and we get stuff early. I am excited though. I do really like Adele. I'm not like familiar with her work in depth, I guess, but like I don't know, her James Bond song is like my favorite James Bond song. So that's not the only reason I like her, but like the songs I like from her, I really, really like. It's close to your birthday, yeah. So much using ABBA, yeah. Ed Sheeran. It felt like there was a while where we just didn't have much, like in terms of new releases, and now it feels like there's a lot. After your birthday. Yeah, your birthday, you have your birthday, and then you have Red, and then the next week you have Adele. And before your birthday, you definitely have Lana. And I don't remember exactly when ABBA's album is coming out, but I am really excited about it. Yeah, I'm like trying to be good and not spend any money, and I've been pretty good, but I actually canceled my Urban Outfitters Blue Banisters vinyl pre-order. That's how serious I am about like saving money. I did hear that it leaked, but I didn't listen to it. I saw somebody posted a review on the Lana Del Rey subreddit of their personal thoughts on like each of the songs. So I looked at what their ratings of each song were, but I didn't, take it too seriously because it's hard to it's hard to take it seriously without actually seeing the or like listening to the songs. Lil Nas X's album is pretty good. I haven't listened to the full album, but I like literally every song I have heard from it, which is just like a few of them. But Dealer and Black Bathing Suit, I have not heard those songs. I'm trying to think, like, because there's some that I have heard for sure, because Lana has a billion unreleased songs that are like easy to, like, I don't know. I used to have like 200 unreleased Lana songs on my in my iTunes library. Arcadia's obviously out. The one she put out. I feel like I've heard Living Legend. Definitely heard Cherry Blossom. But I'm not sure. Cherry Blossom, I just remember that I've heard it because I remember this song. Dealer. Oh, I'm like, I don't know. Miles Kane co-wrote it. I used to like Miles Kane, but like then I heard like drama about him and I'm like, okay. I've heard Paradise and Most of Born to Die. Those are really good, but I was talking to my friend, actually, like I was talking to my friend last Wednesday and we were re-listening to Chemtrails and we were talking about Lana and how each of her eras is so like defined and distinct. Hi, Abby. Um, on our way. Yes. Yeah, I've heard that one. That's the one that's like something about like kiss me in a Chevrolet. I love you more each and every day or something. Is that one? What Lana album do you recommend? It really depends. They're all really good, but I would say they're all pretty distinct in their own way. Like they all have something pretty, I don't know. I'm trying to think for what stuff you said you've liked, which one you'd like better. Oh, thank you, Abby. Do you like Lana Del Rey, Abby? What Lana album do you recommend if you do? Honestly, I really like Honeymoon, but Norman fucking Rockwell is really good. Um, I'm not sure. Did you like Born to Die in Paradise? I feel like you'd like a Honeymoon. If you lie down and they have the same melody on our way. Okay. Wait, the co-writer, that's the guy she used to be engaged to, right? Hold on. Or like dated. Or is that not him? Or is that someone else? And Alex Turner wrote on it? Like the Alex Turner? I love him. I love Honeymoon, but I would never recommend it because it's so slow. That's a good point. I'm trying to think because I guess Norman fucking Rockwell is like what I would recommend first. But if you did like Born to Die in Paradise, I guess Ultraviolence is like a good next one. Blue Banisters is really promising. I agree. I'm really, really excited to hear it. I think I'm gonna like wait to try to hear it all at once, I guess. But Honeymoon, yes. I love Honeymoon. It's such a good album. Lust for Life is for all the Born to Die stands. can't remember if it was on a stream or when I was just talking to my friend about Lana, but we were talking about Lust for Life, like, isn't even bad necessarily, but it's definitely like my least favorite. But I love it. Shouldn't have canceled Blue Banisters. I know. Like, if it's still available later, I'll probably order it. I just like really didn't have money. But I maybe I'll do like, on PayPal you can pre-order it. Honeymoon's a beautiful album. It's just so beautifully cinematic. I love it. Oh, the other thing I thought of was okay, I know you chemtrails. So my friend and I, we sat and like listened to the whole thing and talked about it together. And I actually like it more than I did. I still think it's a weaker album, like overall, especially, but I liked it a lot more when like Taya and I were listening to it. I don't know why. And there weren't that many songs that I disliked. There were just a lot of songs that felt kind of like they blended into the other songs. Like it didn't feel like a very well constructed album either. Like it didn't flow. I don't know what it was that like made me not like it, but Chemtrails grew in me a lot as well. Yeah, there's some like really good moments. Because there wasn't any songs that I was like, I hate this song. But there was nothing that was, I don't know. Was an album for Chemtrails. That was Norman fucking Rockwell, right? Like that was the one right before. I think that is what it was. It went Born to Die, Paradise, which is like part of Born to Die era, I guess. Ultraviolence, Honeymoon, Lust for Life. Am I like Norman fucking Rockwell? I feel like I'm forgetting one. But I don't know. I can't think of one. That's how I feel about Chemtrails. Like, there's no bad songs, but it's just kind of, Wasn't there one after Norman fucking Rockwell or before Chemtrails? Well, she did the poetry book. There wasn't another album, right? Like, I could easily be, like, blocking something out of my brain. But I think after Norman fucking Rockwell, there was the poetry book, and that came out on audio book and vinyl as well. So maybe that's what you're thinking of. And then she had announced, like, another album name as well that never came out. It was called White Hot Forever. And that was it turned into Chemtrails, like you said. So, but yeah, I think the poetry collection being pressed on a vinyl is why I feel like she had another album. Honeymoon has amazing pictures. I love Honeymoon. The name of the song, White Hot Forever. I loved that as an album name. I thought that sounded like really cool. But Taya and I were talking about why Chemtrails like might have disappointed us is that like the album title is so good and like it sounded a little bit I think I expected the theme to be more present in like all of the songs when it was very subtle and I wanted it to be more overt, but your second album started as an EP. I feel like there's a lot of people that people who write songs, so it's hard to like cut one, I would imagine. The visuals played a big part for me. The like Chemtrails got did it get good reviews? I guess it did well. I guess a lot of people are really negative online and I just always see that, unfortunately. So I don't like the Chemtrails cover. I'm like neutral on it, I guess. The alternate cover I like so much more. I think it was Target specifically, but whatever the alternate cover was, so ugly. The like black and white one. I didn't hate it. It just didn't feel that exciting, I guess. Get the new cover next month. For chemtrails? The one with the wolf. Oh, yeah, yeah. I like that one too. I don't know what it was about chemtrails that like just didn't work, but I am excited. The blue banister. Oh yeah, for record store day. I forgot about record store day. Next month is going to be a lot. I'm glad Taylor stopped releasing like multiple versions and like, I don't know, all of this stuff. Because I know these are re-releases. They're not like full releases, so it's kind of different. My new album called Candyland, a song from Problematic Era, my second album that used to be unreleased. You're going to include it on the upcoming one? That's awesome. Getting the Target Red vinyl? No, I just got the one from the store. Even though, like, ironically, of course, like, this is the one Target one where the color makes total sense. But I don't know, like, I'm trying not to spend money, like I've said, but I went into Target the other day and I saw the Lover vinyl that was so hard to find at first and limited. So I'm like, eventually it'll be probably be available. Cancel is probably cheaper. The store one will be more expensive. Is that what you're saying? I don't think it's like that much cheaper. Let me see. Target Red Taylor. Best Buy. No, it's actually the same price. It's the exact same price. It's just the different color vinyl. Happier Than Ever CD photo book. Oh, that'd be cool. I still love that album. The vinyl's always more expensive on Women's Store. I think it is free shipping on Taylor's store because it was like over a certain amount with tax. It was like over $50. So I think it was free shipping for me. And then I guess Target for us anyways, like because I live really close to like 3 Targets, I can always just do order and pick up in stores, and that's completely free. So I usually don't ship vinyl if I can help it because I just pick it up. But I don't know. I don't know what shipping is. It's not that expensive, but like because they're both $49.99 and then with tax they're over $50, they're both like free to ship. I don't know, not get a black pressing when you're filing, but get a red pressing. I'm still deciding, I guess, but for some reason, like the one that's officially from her store, like it feels like the one I need for some reason. I don't know why. Starting like overheated more. Yeah, I can't decide for the red stuff because it's the same price, so it's like kind of it's hard to decide. But we'll see. I think the Target one will be available for a while though, so I think that it's probably something I don't have to guess right now or make up my mind about right now. Trying like Oh, yeah, the Kesha's record. Kesha's can't talk. The Kesha records because it's like 6 o'clock or halfway through this, so we want to make sure we have enough time. So, which record did I say? Hold on. What is this title? Animal Camp. Okay, so I love this album in general. Like it came out right when I was graduating high school, so I was about 18 years old. I am a big fan. Like since the beginning, I remember exactly where I was. I was in my friend's car outside a Subway, like restaurant. I don't know if you want to call it that, but like a Subway. I remember the specific one, and it is um like I remember hearing TikTok for the first time. I've actually been venturing out to more artists besides Lady Gaga. Still love her, but need to hear new things. Kesha, like if you're not super familiar with Kesha, like her earlier stuff is fun, and she has so much unreleased stuff that like it's really just fun to discover it, and like it's that kind of like trashy whatever, but it is fun. Why did I like Kesha initially? I don't know what it was, but like I definitely have something in my brain where like if there's a woman that comes out like in the entertainment industry and she's like messy in some way, like Courtney Love, I guess, then people are like, this woman sucks and we hate her. I'm like, I would die for her. Like, I instantly love, um, I just like want to defend people like that. You don't support Jeffree Star. That's fair. Are you leaving, Abby? Bye, if you are. Thanks for coming. I loved Kesha's sense of humor. Like I really just liked the way that she didn't take herself too seriously. And obviously she's really smart. And I remember reading about how she got like a really good SAT score and um just that she's really smart academically, but she also chooses to be like fun and a party girl. And I really liked that. But I thought that I don't know, I thought that was fun. I don't, I guess ultimately I don't know what it was. Like the first time I heard her, I was just like, I love this woman. I don't know. She is funny though. Like I really like, I like her sense of humor. I'm actually not really familiar with Jeffree Star's music, but like obviously I know who Jeffree Star is, but maybe I'll check out his album, 2009 album. I don't know. I just don't know. Like Kesha was like besides Taylor, Kesha was like one of the first artists that I remember just like latching on to and just like loving. And just like her music was such a soundtrack to my life as well, especially in college. Some of her lyrics aged really bad. Like what's an example? I agree with you, but I can't think of an example right now, but like definitely. There's songs that I think like aren't inherently bad, but like were not played very much at the time. Like the song Die Young, because that came out around the time of a significantly bad school shooting with really young children. And people pulled it from the radio. And obviously, it was not about literally dying young. It's nothing about school shootings, but like it was just really unfortunate timing, I think. And Kesha was like, no, 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 like I get it, don't play this song, I get it. But Cannibal, I always sometimes I hear that song and I'm like when she like the lyrics, I'll pull the Jeffrey Dahmer, I'm like he was pretty bad. Yeah, exactly. He mentions Jeffrey Dahmer, or she mentions Jeffrey Dahmer, so yeah, I don't know. I was like he literally killed people. He like tried to make them into zombie, like a undead. Like he tried to. It was awful. It was really bad, and like I don't know. I think at the time though, as well, like in recent years and especially now, like I am older, I have a different perspective, I think, but like there was definitely a different perspective towards the true crime community at the time, the what people thought about. I just started watching the first season of Law and Order SVU, and I don't know if you watched that show, but like obviously they deal with pretty heavy subject matter, but like the way they talk about like transgender people and stuff, like it's not meant to be malicious, but it's a pretty ignorant, like there's a lot of ignorance in like the 2000s, like a lot. um so yeah, Kesha's has some lyrics and some songs that I don't think would work. Cannibal is a good song. I yeah, I really like that one. Kesha was one of my first concerts that was like just me. and not my family, because my first ever concert was Paul McCartney. But my first one where like I chose to get the ticket and stuff was Kesha. There is a lot to do. And like, yeah, like 20 years ago was a really awful time in like culture. Steven had a music video. I remember it vaguely. It was like all the pictures, like, and I don't know, just the way Kesha talks about the album is so of the time. I think like it wouldn't fly now, but she's like, Steven's about this man that I stalked. And like clearly she's being kind of tongue in cheek and like it's kind of like a joke and lighthearted. But if she said that now, I just don't think people would find it as funny. But I don't know. I'm trying. There's some other ones that people were trying to get upset about on TikTok, but I don't know. The first Kesha song I heard was "Your Love Is My Drug," and this is not a joke. I first heard it in Subway. Subway, for some reason, that's where we all hear Kesha songs. Animal and Cannibal remind me of Teenage Dream. Didn't they come out the same year? Am I remembering that correctly? Or around the same? They came out around the same time. I know that. But "Your Love Is My Drug" is actually one of my favorite Kesha songs, especially from her first album. Because when I saw her in tour, oh, hi again, Abby. What was I just saying? Oh, "Your Love Is My Drug." I love the way she does it on tour. It's like more of like a rockier version. Like she's playing the guitar and like I love it. I have a clip of it on my Kesha concert vlog that I posted like a while ago. If you want to see what I'm talking about, but like it just sounds so good. Same sound but dirty. I see what you mean. There's like because they collaborated on a song. What was it? Katy Perry has some fun, like unreleased songs. I don't know if you've ever heard her unreleased music from like, before Teenage Dream and stuff. It's just like way more like that. Like, I saw someone describe Animal and Cannibal as like garbage chic, and I just thought that was an interesting description because it's a very interesting, very specific moment in like pop culture, and I liked it a lot. Favorite tracks of the two records. Let me pull up a track list so I know I'm not forgetting anything. Because it's a big track list with all of them, but like it's really hard to decide actually. Because I love them all. I love them all for different reasons. On Animal, like I love Party at a Rich Dude's House because it kind of like goes with one of her unreleased tracks, which is called I Threw Up in, no, it's called Paris Hilton's Closet, and it's about throwing up in Paris Hilton's closet. I really like the songs Blind and Dancing with Tears in My Eyes. They're really different, and the slower stuff. I just thought I remember being like, oh, she is actually talented, because people were like, she can't sing. I'm like, I think she can, actually. And the song Animal is really beautiful. Backstabber's fun. I don't know, there's just such a fun mix of like fun and also really like emotional moments as well. It's such a good album for like being in your early 20s or late teens and being like, I don't know, partying a lot. I haven't revisited this album for a decade. Yeah, I haven't listened to it as much. That's kind of why I picked it for this, because I haven't sat down and like listened to it. Some of the songs come up in different playlists I've made over the years, but I haven't just sat and listened. Came back to it after pre-ordering the vinyl. Yeah, I haven't like. I wish I could recapture listening to this album for the first. I guess I still remember, and the Herald song is so. I love that song. That's onto Cannibal now, but like, I love every song on this. Honestly, I love the song "Crazy Beautiful Life" because the way it is, and like what the song's about, it's kind of one of those songs where when you're like graduating high school and starting college, and it's one of those songs that like fits all those montages or whatever. I don't know why she put C next to on both records. Wait, did she? I really like the song Sleazy and the song Blow. Blow live is very, very good. Her vocals in that song live are amazing. I love that song in general, but I really love it when people like make interesting versions of the songs for their concerts and like rework it. Sleazy is a little dumb, but when you're like 19, you're like, is this about my life? I don't know. It does remind me of being like a mess a little bit, but like in a nice way, like in a genuine and well-meaning way. So much love in my heart for that song. The video of the Dawson's Creek boy? Wait, which video is that? I can't remember. I loved Kesha's, you know, her album that she made that was like the stripped back version. I forget what it was called, but I thought that, I don't know, she sang some of the songs from this album on there and I thought she did a good job. The one where they shoot each other. The blonde man. Why can't I picture him? I'll have to look it up after this because I can't remember for some reason. I'm trying to see if there were any like bonus tracks that I'm not thinking of. I need to revisit Chromatica. Have you listened to the Chromatica like remix album? Because I actually really liked it. The version of Replay on that I really like. The vinyl has all the bonus tracks. That's good. It's like definitely not as long of an album as I thought it was in my head. It's like a pretty short album and every song is like really good, I think. But she has so many fun unreleased songs. If you're ever bored, just go to YouTube and look up playlists of unreleased Kesha music. She has a song, like so much music, a lot of songs that you realize she wrote for other people or versions of songs that like ended up getting like not recycled, but like, I mean that in a positive way, but like recycled onto future albums. So she has a song called Mr. Watson, which is so dumb, but I love it. What was the question? No, songs on both records. Is there anything I don't like? Not really, to be honest. I can't like think of the song Hungover right now. Like I can't even like hear it in my head. I guess that's the one I'm least familiar with, but I don't think there's any songs I like don't like. Yeah, I like it all. It's very, I don't know, I really like it. It is kind of like unfortunate to think about like her having to work with Dr. Luke during this and like clearly not having like a positive experience, but like it is really iconic. Even like the messy moments of this album are iconic in their own way. Hungover, so Katy Perry. Trying to think. Hold on. Is there a Katy Perry version about that? Or is there like, what am I thinking of? Hungover, Kesha, Katy Perry. I guess not. But there's like definitely songs of them. There's songs that they sang together. True Love, that was the song. That was the one I'm trying to think of. That song, True Love, they sang together. And I really like that one. You watched a video about the Dr. Luke situation? I haven't watched anything in like quite some time about it, but I haven't heard any updates. But I was thinking about that today because I was looking up the like story of when this album was filmed, I guess, or album was recorded. What's that one Katy Perry unreleased song? There's a Katy Perry unreleased song from this era that like sounds like I don't know. The Dr. Luke stuff is still not over. I saw she was being forced to work with him, but I didn't see that if there was any like new court decisions or something. Psycho Love? Rock God. That was the song I was thinking of. I don't know if I remember what it... Early Katy Perry music is fun. Oh, it's on mute. No wonder I can't hear it. Is this the one I'm thinking of? Because I don't actually like this. I love early Katy Perry, though. Like, you know, I respect what she wants to do now, and like I respect that it changes and whatever. But her early music has a special, special place in my heart. And I mean like pre-teenage dream. I love that album. That demo is very bad. But the song True Love, okay, let me put it. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I love this song, and I didn't realize they were like friends at the time. Never listened to One of the Boys. I love One of the Boys. It's definitely a little bit more like rock inspired than her later stuff. I don't know. It's just, I just think it's so random that Katy Perry and Kesha were like friends. I guess Katy Perry wrote it. Very got chance. See, it's definitely the kind of thing like you might not like as much and I will love. It's, I don't know. There's some songs like Waking Up in Vegas that was I loved. Like I love them still. Kesha even said that Katie was assaulted by Luke. Yeah, it's sad because like the clearly they used to be really good friends, and then seeing that happened, and I don't know, it's really really heartbreaking. Just all of it. I don't know. It makes me feel sad for Katy Perry. I don't know if it's true or not, but like, obviously, feel sad for her. I have a feeling Katie lied. That was such a weird situation. Like, I don't really know. I don't know the details of like what people said and stuff, but I haven't listened to One of the Boys, but I definitely have heard the singles. Yeah, like, yeah. If I guess I think most of the rest of the album is pretty similar to the singles. So if you don't like them, then you probably won't care about the album. But if you like them, you probably will like the album. So you want to get involved. I got that vibe from what I read too. Definitely seemed like that. I like Sunshine by Katy Perry. Do we know that song? I don't know if I know what song that is. I feel like Prism is better than people give it credit for being. By far. Like, there's some pretty good songs on there. It's weird that Kesha had no artistic growth from Animal to Warrior. See, like, I remember the times, because there were all these... This is, like, just what I remember from being a Kesha fan online years and years ago. So around the time, there were songs like Machine Gun Love, I think it was called, that Kesha apparently really wanted to release. And there was, like, demos, and it was so hard to find. And apparently she really wanted to release it and add more, like, infuse more rock and roll into her music because she loved that stuff. But I remember even then, people were like, Dr. Luke is forcing her to keep the party image. So I remember even then people were talking about her not being allowed to grow artistically until later on. I don't know, like it's such a specific sound, her earlier albums, and I love it, but it like can't be replicated. It's definitely very of the times. Her latest album you didn't like, that is High Road, right? Like that was I didn't miss anything. Sometimes I feel like I don't know. Years do I like Daisy by Katy Perry? I do, if that is what you're asking. Okay, so High Road is like fine, I think. There's some really good songs on it, or I don't know. There's some songs that I love. Like I love the song Rising Hell. It kind of reminds me of the song Good Old Days that she did with Macklemore that I actually really like. Tonight I like, and I think My Own Dance was the other one that I really liked, which were like the singles. But it's so clear that this album was very personal. She's very like into like experimental weird music, and it's very clear this is like what she wanted to do, and I'm happy for her. It just like wasn't exactly what I wanted or liked, I guess. No, it's okay. I just want to make sure that I'm understanding properly because sometimes it's hard to read like the comments. So don't apologize. Don't worry about it. Katie really named her daughter after that song. I love it. But it's a cute name. I like it. Well, isn't the baby's last name Bloom? Like, because Orlando Bloom? Daisy Bloom? That's so cute. I love the song she did with Zed, True Colors. Yeah, I like that song too. But for me, I really like the one she did with Macklemore for some reason. I don't know. I love that like cheesy, like retrospect, like montage of the past year kind of background music so much, and that's one of those songs. Now that I'm looking at the track list, High Road was a really long album, I guess. Like it just feels like had a lot going on. Kesha's prime is over, but that's okay. Yeah, I think it is okay. I think like that's definitely even like a good thing. Like maybe she doesn't want to be like this huge pop star anymore. Like I think maybe now she has the freedom to put out whatever she wants to put out, but she still has these like really radio friendly songs. So I guess maybe in a way that's the best of both worlds. I don't know. That's yeah, like not everyone can be on top for like ever. Like as much I know I'm biased because I love Taylor Swift, but like she really is an outlier. Like most people aren't that famous for that long. Her mom dropped a song. Kesha's mom is so funny. Kesha makes amazing music. She does. I love her. So Kesha and Katy Perry, the song I was playing earlier, True Love. Katy Perry wrote that for Kesha, and Katy's singing background vocals. So if you like both of them, definitely go listen to it. Kesha and her mom were on The Simple Life. They were. I love that. Um, did you ever watch or have access to watch? Because I feel like it was hard to find, but like Kesha's MTV show, because I remember being obsessed when it was airing because obviously I love Kesha, but it was called My Crazy Beautiful Life, and it was like filmed by her brother, and there was like a season or two, and it was like behind the scenes of her life kind of a thing. I don't think that many people like know about it because I haven't heard people talk about it. But at the time, I was obsessed, and I don't remember if it was like something I had to find on YouTube or whatever. But it was definitely called My Crazy Beautiful Life, and I remember it very vividly. Yeah. So I liked it. I feel like it was just a season, but maybe it was two. Other projects. She has a book? How come I did not know that? She has a book. Vice wrote a review of her book and said it was, quote, pretty boring. It's mean. Oh, the song she did with, what are they called? The song is called Body Talks. The Struts. I really like, I like that song. So the book was released in 2012, and the TV series came out, oh, 2 seasons, and it aired in 2013. I remember being in college and watching it, but I didn't remember when it came out. Yeah, her mom's hilarious, and I don't know. It's nice. Like, that's part of the reason I like her so much is, I mean, I know it's like a reality show, whatever, but she just comes across as very, like, sweet and caring about her fans and people in general. And she's funny. She really is. That's the thing I always liked about her, is that she really, truly is, like, self-aware in a way that I think people at the beginning didn't give her credit for. Her Kesha's mom, I think she's really funny, and she's like a really good songwriter. Maybe just mean. I don't know. She comes across as really like weird and nice to me. I don't know. But I remember there was this clip on Conan O'Brien backstage where Conan was talking to Kesha and was like, I know you have this persona of like being a party girl and not taking things seriously, but I know you can't like be successful like this without working hard and being smart and stuff like that. Because he was saying that's kind of like people say that about him too. And I always think about that. It was like some people recognize that she is smart. We all know whose Praying is about, and all I gotta say is it's a very healing song. It's so beautiful. Like, it's so sad that so many of us can relate to it for sure, but like it is absolutely so healing and beautiful, and I love the perspective in that song. And I try to like incorporate that in my real life, like instead of being vengeful. The records are a bit one-dimensional. Yeah, that's true. And I think, like, I'm not even saying that's a bad thing, but I think that is definitely true. And don't show her as a person. Yeah, I think because I remember having a conversation with someone on Tumblr at the time, being like, Dr. Luke is forcing her to be like a party girl and making it so we don't know her so that he can make her look bad and people don't take her seriously. So I don't know if that's true, but like that was what we all thought at the time for sure. But if you can, I wonder if her series is available on like YouTube, you know? I remember reading she didn't want to sing some of the lines of Die Young. Oh, really? I didn't know. I didn't know that, I think. I knew that that happened after Sandy Hook, which was the school shooting I mentioned, but I didn't know before. But I know there were some songs that, like, I think that was like not the only time that happened. I think there were a couple times where she like didn't want to do it and he made her. There were definitely songs she wanted to release that he said she couldn't, so which is unfortunate because they were pretty cool. She has, seriously, if you like are interested in her at all, there's like hundreds of unreleased songs and you can like skip through them for sure. There's some of them are not that good because they're demos, but you can see an interesting side of her, I think, that you don't always. It was called Machine Gun Love, I want to say. I could be misremembering it, but let me see. Machine Gun Love, Kesha. Yeah. Yeah, it was called Machine Gun Love. Oh, there's a live performance of it on her YouTube channel, and there is a studio version, but like it was rejected by the label. I don't remember the exact thing that happened, but that was one that I remember it being like a big deal. My Crazy Beautiful Life MTV. Full episodes. Because I always like, okay, so there's a bunch of full episodes on YouTube. That if you want to watch, not all of them, but most of season 2 and a few episodes of season 1 are there. Her label truly is trash. It made me sad, actually, because I was reading about how she chose to sign with RCA and everything. And she said, there's an interview where she's like, I chose to sign because there was a specific woman who worked there that Kesha really liked. And I'm not saying anything bad about that woman. I don't know what she is like. But Kesha was like, I signed to it because I love this like strong, independent woman at this label. And I think that's such a, cool environment to be in. And it like broke my heart that she like couldn't, I don't know, like that it didn't go well, I guess. Like, it's sad. But it's about 6:30, so I gotta wrap up. But next week, because not chemtrails, Blue Banisters comes out Friday, right? So next Monday, we would be able to talk about that. I feel like I've been waiting for it for so long, and now it's like about to come out. So I feel very confused. Yeah, it's Friday. It's going to be released on Friday. It's confusing as well because obviously as Lana fans, we know that it's hard to expect Lana to release stuff on time. And 2 albums in 1 year. Listen to TGIF. Like, Dealer is something else that is actually is a terrifying statement because Miles Kane, I don't know, I have like interesting feelings about him. You might love it or you might hate it. I'm scared. But I am excited to listen to it. But next Monday, so in a week from now, we'll talk about, oh my gosh, I can't even like conceptualize what Dealer might sound like. Because like I know what Miles Kane's sound is like. Just screaming in it. I'm terrified. But really excited. I am scared. TGIF. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Is it a song? Like screaming? Like Courtney Love screaming? Or just like in that song Noir that she put out that's like that kind of screaming? Have you heard that song, Noir? Oh, by Katy Perry. Oh yeah, I love that song. I love that music video too. But yeah, if your mom hates the song Dealer, is that what you're saying? Haven't heard any Courtney songs. Oh, okay. Well, the only time I can hear Lana like screaming in my head is on the song Noir, which is very weird and funny, I think. I don't know. Lana has some funny unreleased ones. Some people compared it to Noir. Okay, so that kind of gives me like an idea if people are comparing it to that. But I am terrified and excited to hear it. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off and go have dinner. But it was fun to talk to you guys about Kesha. And I'll see you next Monday for talking about Lana. I'm so excited. I'll probably post my thoughts on like Instagram or TikTok or whatever when I first hear it. I want to like film my reaction to Dealer just after everything you're saying. I'm curious. All right, have a great week.